Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, we'd like to thank Optimum Engineering for sponsoring the video. Optimum Engineering is a company that offers building and consulting services. For more information, to contact Saki Shakalela on 081 467 8855. Enjoy the video.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for making the time. I know, like we've been meaning to do this for a minute, but then we just, I don't know. Yeah, but it's life. But yeah, I appreciate that you were here. So yeah, welcome to the No Cap podcast. Well, I see there are people who are joining you now also.
The No Cap podcast, man.
Yeah. To everyone who's joining, welcome. There's a Q&A section there. If you want to ask questions, also you can just drop in questions in the chat. If you want to ask the men some questions, yeah. So Jino, again, welcome, man. Tell us a bit about yourself, man. Like in terms of like where you grew up, where you attended like your high school, and then how you ended up going to varsity. Just like a brief intro of your upbringing.
Yeah, man, I grew up in in Tura, right?
Rooi.
Kasi. That's where I actually grew up. That's where my grandmother is from. That's where my mom is from.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my dad is from, actually, also. So I stayed there a little while until I was like 6. I was at Awas Primary School. You know where it is, right?
Yeah, I know where Awas is.
Yeah, and that's where I actually attended. Until grade 4, until the 4th grade, I attended Awas, and then you know how they used to have the system of sending kids that were performing a little bit better than than their age. They would send them out to these schools in the town, whatever. Then I went to Van Rijn.
Okay.
And that's where I finished grade 7. And then after that, I went to Jan Moore. And that's the time I was actually living in. Then I moved to Dorado.
Dorado, okay.
Yeah. That's why I finished with Jan Moore. And then I went to UNAM, obviously.
Wait, you at UNAM?
Yeah, I went to UNAM. It was only how they went to Poly.
Oh, okay. So why were you studying at UNAM at the time?
I was studying at UNAM, but I never finished.
Accounting?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I never finished. On the 4th year, I actually, me and some of my friends, some of them we actually gave up. Not gave up, but there was some stuff that happened within the family, and then I had to start getting paper, right?
Yeah.
So I left.
So then you decided you guys just quit. But what was the plan though? Like after you guys left there?
Like obviously some of them made it, but some of us didn't make it because there were responsibilities, man. You know how it is when you're right. So yeah, some of us then gave up and shit like that, but then obviously started working, making money, whatever it was, just to survive and just to make it, man. And yeah, that's about it. And obviously after that, I worked a few jobs here and there. Last job was Costco before I actually left the country in 2000. What was that? When I left the country, it was 2016, 2015. Yeah, that's when I left the country to Moscow, and that's where I was studying, and then found a job in Moscow, and here we are.
Yeah. So when you went to Moscow, what did you go study in Moscow? That's the story.
Pharmacy, a specialized degree in pharmacy.
Okay.
Yes, which I'm actually still supposed to in this country where I'm in Moldova.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get all my papers here and then finish it here, and then, but obviously I know that I will just keep that degree and I'll still be grinding as I'm grinding right now.
Yeah, cool. But now, so because I never know exactly where you are and what you are doing, because like you're all over the place, you're always on the move, man, and then you come home like for a few weekends and shit.
Because I will tell you.
Yeah.
There was a thing. I had some issues with documentation in the few countries that I was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was always in SA, or I was in Moscow. I was probably in SA more than I was in Namibia in 2022, I guess. No, 2021.
Yep.
Like I was more in SA and other countries, maybe like Moscow, Ukraine, whatever, more than I was in my country. So sorting out all these issues, and every time people were just thinking, this guy's just having a blast. But I was not actually. It was a tough time because I'm always in one or the other country and I'm never settled, right?
And you see, that's the thing now, like, because I mean, obviously, no one can really post their hardships or whatever, but then, like, it's just like you're just living your best life. Like, hey, this man is making some crypto money out there or some shit. Because
no. It seems like it. It seems like it, but I'm actually working hard, bro. It's not like it's not some easy shit, because I'm working really hard, right? So and apart from that, then you are still unstable because you are not at a certain destination where you just find comfort. And the best thing about being here right now, I've been here for a solid year now.
Okay.
That's right. It will be a year exactly in September that I've been in one destination, and this is the first time in a while that I've been, in one place
for so long.
That. Right. Yeah. Right. So it's cool. It's a bit comforting to find that, but I still miss home as fuck.
Yeah. But now, tell me, I was maybe gonna leave this for later, but so you were in Moscow and you didn't finish those your studies, right? But then also at the same time you said you were working while you were in Moscow. So then you moved. So then from Moscow you moved to. Did you move to Ukraine?
I was in Moscow. What is it? 6 years.
Yeah,
but those times I could actually go back to Namibia when I was having holidays and vacations or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. I always go back to Namibia and chill out and whatever, just enjoy. But then when I was contracted to another company in Ukraine, that's when they started coming, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because of papers and bro, it was just a lot. So from Moscow, I went to Namibia, and then all those trips to South Africa every fucking, I don't know, it seemed like every 2 weeks or every week or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, came to Ukraine, and Ukraine war shit happened, and then I came here for like 3 months or 5 months, and then I went back to Namibia for like 4 months, and then I came back here, where I am right now, Moldova.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, the company that contracted you to go work in Ukraine, is it still the same company you're working for now in Moldova?
The different company.
Different company. So then this means you just found a different job totally.
Yeah, but it's with white people, it's always about they headhunt a lot, man. So
okay.
Yeah. So but it's difficult, I'm black, it's not it's not a piece of cake, I get a lot of friends like saying, oh bro, I wanna come work where you're working, but bro, if I know your work ethic, I know my work ethic, right?
Yep.
And I know yours, but you're my friend, or you're my cousin, or you're my brother. I know your work ethic. Yeah. So I cannot just say, oh, you can come work, bro. You have to be on top of your game every single fucking day, and that's what I don't understand. Yeah. Every single day. And I promise, in Namibia, I could, when I was working, maybe let's say in Trustco or anything like that, I could be off the game for maybe like 2 weeks, and nobody would even notice, or nobody would even.
That's true.
You can be sick for 1 day. You can, bro. Here it's non-stop grinding every fucking day. That's
fucked up.
So
it's hard. But tell me, to take you back, man. There was one time you were talking about your experience in Ukraine when the Russians decided to invade. Like how was that for you? Where were you at the time, and how did it hit you? I mean, obviously, first the news started, and then the shit really happened. But how did that go?
Man, I will tell you the long story. I'll tell you the long story.
Yeah, sure. We are here for it.
Yes, sir. So I'm 3 weeks now. I came to Ukraine. Everything is fine. Finally, my papers, after almost a year of just going back and forth, traveling.
Yeah.
After a year, everything is fine. Settled in, started working, whatever. 3 weeks maximum.
Yeah.
It was in Feb that I left. I came around the 3rd of Feb. My birthday was on the 6th of Feb. Had my birthday, had a blast. Everybody came out. We were just balling and whatever. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, 25th of February, I come home from work. I finished at like, what is it? At like 4 a.m. in the morning, 4:30 a.m. in the morning. And then the first bomb actually landed around 5 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm at my crib, like chilling, whatever, It was a Thursday or something. So I came home and I took 2 shots of Jaeger, and I was listening to I remember I was listening to, to, what is this boy's name? This little ugly boy from South Africa. This
Oh yeah. Shit, I see him. Is it Daki?
No, the small boy with the Amapiano songs. I don't know what is his name again? No, the small boy is the small boy. He's literally a short boy. He looks like a, I don't know. He just doesn't look good. That boy's song was playing. Nonetheless, that boy's song was playing, and I'm like, I just had a loud bang. And you should understand, the bomb the first bomb was actually like almost 35 kilometers away from where I was living, right? Yes. Because I was close to the center, and it was like maybe so the first bomb landed, and I'm like, yo, that was not somebody fell maybe on the bottom floor or whatever, on the top floor. That was like crazy shit. So I'm calling my friend. I called my friend, one of my guys that you always see I'm with. Always with him, yeah. I called him up. I'm like, bro, did you hear that? He's like, bro, it's nothing. Don't worry, bro. It's Arabic, you know. So for them, it's probably a normal occurrence, right? It's like, bro, it's nothing. Don't worry.
Relax.
Just relax.
That's chill.
So not even 20 minutes later, another one.
Yes.
And I'm like, shit. So what now? And I started hearing ambulances and all this fucking crazy. And I'm on the 15th floor, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang. So what to do now? And then I opened the news because I was like intrigued. I was wondering, like, did this shit really happen?
What the fuck is going on here? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm opening the news. I'm seeing, oh, first bomb landed 5 minutes ago. I'm like, yo, I have to get out of this shit immediately. Now the fucked up thing is, you were thinking, okay, should I get a flight back home right now? But the fucked up thing is they bombed at the airport.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's where they bombed.
So tell me, did they target like a civilian airport, like deliberately at the time?
They had to, because they wanted to restrict incoming and outcoming of out of the country, right? That's what that's what they wanted to restrict. So I'm calling my friend, and he's thinking I'm freaking out because he's still sleepy, and I've told him, bro, where are you? Come to my place or I come to your place?
Yeah.
He's like, no, come to my place. My place is more central. We can maybe make a move from here, because we were planning already just to escape once this shit starts. Right. So I pack up all my, not even all my shit, bro. I left my PlayStation. I left my TV. I left I left sneakers. I left hats. I left, bro. You can't imagine. You can't imagine. And then I went to his crib, and I forgot something. I forgot the document in my house. And you should understand, at that moment in the morning, you have never seen traffic like that in your entire life.
I can just imagine. Everybody's imagine.
Yeah, and I rushed to his house. Come to find out that I have to order another Uber. And the Uber at that time, you know, the Uber price maybe for me to his house was probably like $80. 80 Namibian.
Namibian bucks, yeah.
At that time, on my life, it was 1,800 Namibian.
You lie, bro.
Bro, you couldn't. People were not willing to go because everybody was sitting.
Yeah.
And it happened literally in a matter of 30 minutes, right? In a matter of 30 minutes, everybody was out on the street. So I couldn't get another Uber back. So I'm like, man, should I walk? I'm like, nah, fuck, I cannot walk. But I need this document. It was my passport. So I take some cab driver that was just in the street. I just told him, let me pay you something, I'll go. I paid that guy like $600.
Yeah.
Paid him $600. I told him, okay, take me to the house. Went to the house, picked up my passport, went back to the guy's crib, to my friend's crib. And then some of my friends came there, and then we wanted to strategize now. What's the next move?
Yeah, bro.
Got everybody together. The next move, get outside of the center, because center is like a hub, right?
Yeah.
And go to a site that they're not entering from. But the fucked up thing is they were entering from all sides because they had foot soldiers and everything. Bro, it was the worst thing that has ever. It's traumatizing, bro. I'm just smiling right now, but it's traumatizing as fuck.
I can just imagine, bro.
You will never forget that sound. You can never forget it. We get on the road. It's gonna take long. Is the viewers okay with the story being so long?
Yeah, no. It's chill. Let's hit the story.
Yo. 4 days.
Yeah.
We were in Ukraine. 4 days in that different location. Right. So we were just trying to be in a place where we are not that exposed, but also not too close to the border where we are like exposed. Right, so we were finding the sweet spot, but you cannot say it's a sweet spot because bro, I literally was drinking Jamie just to nap for like 1 hour, because while you're napping, you would just be hearing bombs like, you just hear a helicopter or maybe some fighter jet. You just hear it. You cannot sleep, bro. You cannot sleep at all. I probably had like, in those 4 days, I probably had like a total of 6 hours of sleep. And
So now tell me, this time, are you guys like on the move constantly, or are you central at one place?
No, we were supposed to be just central in Ukraine. That's it. We were just supposed to be in Ukraine. That's it.
So this time you get it at your brass crib.
Right now?
No, during that time when you moved. After you went to go collect.
We moved from my brass place to another place.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what I was telling you, to a place not so central, but also not too far, where foot soldiers can get to you and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So the fight was not against civilians, but the problem is they were fighting within civilian territory. Yeah. So you never knew what was happening. You sleep for 1 hour, you just hear a bomb, then you're like awake as fuck, because you don't know which one is gonna land on you. You're standing outside, like I'll be standing maybe like here, right? And you will just be looking up in the sky, not too far from you. Where did you land? Then you just hear explosion. Then you don't know what the fuck should I do. You cannot do anything because you don't have a bunker. All these new modern houses don't have bunkers or whatever. This bunkers downstairs or whatever, basements or whatever. Yeah, they don't have that. So you are exposed, literally. If anything happens, that's it. After the 4th day, we started driving. You couldn't take a flight. We started driving to this country, Moldova. Moldova is not that far from Ukraine. It's like, what is it? We drove for almost 12 hours, bro. But it's not even that far. It's like you driving to Oshakati.
Okay.
It couldn't be that far. But because of, there were like, maybe I could count, there were probably like 50 roadblocks between Kiev and Ukraine and Moldova.
Okay.
And you should know this roadblocks were not just military guys. These were like civilians with AKs. Civilians. Imagine a drunk fucking Russian guy or a drunk Ukrainian guy standing in the middle of the road. He just got an AKA because they started dispersing or dispensing AKAs to civilians as long as they are from just to fight and just to protect their country.
Get it.
And you're a black guy, you were with white people, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Maybe you just say something wrong, he will just pull the trigger on you. And it was crazy, man. It was crazy. 50 roadblocks, I promise you. Every single, maybe, what is it? Every single 20 minutes that you drive, there's a roadblock.
What were they checking for, though? Were they looking for?
Like, if you were not connected to Ukraine, to Russia in any way.
In any way, okay.
Yes. And the good thing, bro, I'm so glad that I relinquished, or I had, at that time, I didn't have my Russian documents at all.
I was about to ask, because you were in Moscow for 6 years, so.
Yo. And I was volunteering in the Moscow World Cup, right? In 2018.
Legit?
I was working there, right?
Yeah.
And I had a bag, a carry-on from the World Cup, and it was Russia all over. It was red, Russian, written, right? And I had it in Ukraine. And I was thinking, bro, I'm not taking that shit. If I take that shit, I'm done. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, it was so tough on me. It was so tough on me. Got out of the country, had that, and the road for the 50 50 stops between Kiev and where I am right now. That was the most terrible thing ever. You are seeing a guy carrying an AK-47. He's asking you, from where are you? What are you doing here? What is this? What is it? Bro, it was crazy. So that is the most tormenting thing I've ever went through, or most traumatic experience I ever had in my life as a grown man, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So then, what do you say to yourself now when you guys cross over to the other side? What are you thinking at that time? And also, like, I can imagine, like, when the bombs start going off, because I remember, like when I could see on the news that the bomb went off, I'm just thinking, shit. Jino is in Ukraine, but at that time I don't know how far you are from what is happening and whatnot. So like the only time I found out like you were quite close is when you put out that post and whatnot. So like when you make it now to Moldova, what are you thinking to yourself? Because I mean, you've just gone through this traumatizing experience and whatnot.
Yeah. Me and my friend were actually talking. Me and my best friend, my female best friend, right?
Yeah.
We were actually about it because we were basically together in all the fucking shit. So we were talking about it. We were like, bro, we never actually got any therapy for all the shit that we went through when we were going through that. And I was like thinking, yo, you're actually right. You're actually right. We need therapy for that shit, because even when I went home after the 3 months that I had stayed already here, and my mom was, are you fine with all that shit and all that, whatever? Are you fine? Isn't that? Because I couldn't even tell them, because, bro, let me tell you one thing. We went to, and my friend, you know, the one that I'm always with, I'm always in his ride when I'm here.
Yeah. I see him on the gram.
That guy, bro, that guy was he had a. If I wasn't with that guy, if I was with another person, it would have been a different outcome. We probably couldn't leave the country. But that nigga he's made of steel, man. He's made of steel. His character is amazing. Because there's a lot of times that there was a time that they told us, go back, you cannot pass this, because there are fighters over there, they're fighting. And we could say that, bro, we just drove up on a tank that was on fire, a tank that was just on fire, just in the street.
That's a movie shit, bro.
And that's why the guys told us to go back, because it's going to be too dangerous.
Yeah.
And this guy, my friend said, no, we are not going back, we cannot go back, we have come too far.
Yeah.
This guy just started driving, bro. I thought these guys would start shooting, because they probably think we are like escaping right now.
Yeah.
And we have something to hide. And we just started driving. That's it. And I thought they were gonna, bro. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. And okay. So back to your question. We get over to before that, I'll actually tell you what happened. We were standing at a gas station. Now, at a gas station at that time, you couldn't fill up your tank fully. You could only fill it up to maybe like, I don't know, $600 or like $400, something like that. I don't know what it exactly was, but you couldn't fill it up because there was also a shortage, because Russia supplies basically everything to Ukraine. Like, Ukraine is nothing compared to Russia, right? So we were at a gas station filling up. Now, the fucked up thing is we didn't know that we were close to another city with an airport, or with a military base, and also an airfield. They literally, while we were standing at the gas station, and they would tell you, my friends, one friend of mine is here. They would tell you, we were standing at the gas station, and they blew up right next to where we were standing. Literally, you could see everything, and the car that we were in, and it's a heavy car. It literally jumped on the ground, and when it hit the ground, my bro just sped off immediately. We go over the bridge. Next thing you know, that bridge is gone. In a movie, bro, it's a movie. I'm not telling you something that I made up. It's a movie, literally. And after that, and my mom is calling me at that time. My mom is calling me, but I cannot answer. What you gonna tell her?
It's the best thing not to just don't answer. I mean, because yeah.
But now you are putting them in a position where, like, yo, this guy's not answered in 12 hours.
Yeah. So is he still alive?
Is he still alive? What's happening and what? But and we cross over. Through all that bullshit, we cross over. We come to the border of this country.
Yeah.
And they start asking questions, and if you're from Ukraine, luckily we were not with anybody that was from Ukraine. Because if you're a guy and you are from Ukraine, you cannot leave the country because you have to fight. Right? There's no, as this was bij onze land, as je besleet je zin, I mean, you won't go fight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So any guy above the age of 18, he cannot leave the country. Luckily, we did not have anybody like that. Answered all the questions, and then came through to the country. And the Mercs wheel just blew or something like that. Just coming into the country, and it's pitch black. It's dark as fuck.
And y'all don't even know where the fuck you guys are.
It's like driving. You know when you're driving from what is it, Tsumeb or whatever.
Yeah.
In the night to WHK.
Yeah.
Like, pitch black. There's nothing that you see, right? And here it's a bit more bushy, right? So you can literally see nothing. Car breaks down. Call a tow car. Tow car comes to get. I was on a tow car. I was driving in front of with a tow car.
Yeah.
For about 150 kilometers.
Yeah.
back to where I am right now. So yeah, that's about it, bro. That's about it.
Crazy. But now, so when you guys get to Moldova, what's the plan now there? Because obviously you guys didn't, or were you guys like, you know, when the news started hitting that Russia was gonna invade Ukraine, were you guys, is this what like a plan already to say if this shit really goes down, this is where we are headed, and we are going to stay at this place? So you guys.
But the good thing is we already have business operations here, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was not, the transition was not difficult at all.
Okay.
It was not difficult at all. It was just like, but the fucked up thing is also you come here and then there's no thing of settling down and figuring things out. It's just a thing of 1 week and then okay, let's get back to the grind. That's it. Position, office is already there, everything set up, good to go. Let's go. And like I was saying at the beginning, for white people that see take from the rest of it's just push. That's it.
So you guys are still at the time dealing with the shit you just went through, you know, and obviously just trying to be grateful that you guys made it out there alive, and but now you have to get back to the grind.
Now we didn't have time until now. I've never dealt with it, like to be seriously dealing with it, talking to someone like, yo, how did you feel? How did you go through this? What were your coping mechanisms? And you know, it's still there.
But now that you mentioned that though, like how are you do you feel like that experience has somewhat like impacted the way you live now, like your current life? I mean, because like you said, you haven't dealt with the issue, and I guess it's just like you just threw it under the rug and let's keep it moving. Do you feel like it has impacted the way you live currently now?
Thank you, bro. To be fair, yes, a lot, because it made me, you know, like this nonchalant attitude, like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because I could have been dead, like, what is it, a few months ago or a year ago. Or things that used to bother me as much earlier, because I'm an outspoken person, so I like to talk about everything. So it made me think like, no, you actually don't have to talk about everything. You don't have to comment on everything. You don't have to be so, you can just chill. That's it. Like, you don't have to overexert yourself in situations. Life is just life. It's so fragile, bro. It's so fragile. So just enjoy it and just be comfortable in yourself, man. And just be comfortable. But I still have to deal with that shit. I really have to deal with that shit, because I feel like sometimes even during the nights when you're sleeping and you're just waking up sweating, you're like, yo, what was I thinking?
The anxiety and everything.
Yeah. What am I thinking? Your dreams are not dreams anymore. It's just nightmares, bro. Nightmares on nightmares on nightmares. You don't ever dream a nice dream about, you know, blue beaches, sandy beaches and whatever.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, moving away from that, how is life in Moldova though? I mean,
in Moldova, I like it, but I like it too. I don't know who is watching, but yeah, I like it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But looking from the outside, everybody will, oh, yo, you're always chilling. Anani, I can promise you right now, if you look up anything on my Instagram, on my social media, you would always see that I'm always doing something mostly on Sundays.
Yeah.
Because I'm grinding every day.
So like
mostly on Sunday.
Do you work like Monday? Do you work like Monday to Friday, to Saturday?
Yes. But not always.
Not always. All right, cool. So then what work do you do? You work in pharmaceuticals?
At the moment, just say pharmaceuticals. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So it's fine, man. It's fine. It's doing good. I'm for sure. I think I'm doing good, probably. Although I'm marginalized. To be fair, I don't know if my friend is watching, but I feel like if you can grind, you have to grind like maybe 100 times more than some other guy will grind. Yeah, because it's not your country, first of all.
For sure.
Yeah, no matter how good you are, you still have to push yourself to the limit, right?
But now, in comparison to your current lifestyle now, and I'm not talking about like financially or whatever, just the way you were living, like how you were when you were home. how was it? I'm making an assumption here. When you were back home and you were working, I mean, you were doing whatever the fuck you want, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But now, seeing as you're in a foreign country, obviously you're prioritizing certain things and whatever. Do you think it would be better if you were to live back home here, or are you okay with where you are?
If I was same money, I would definitely choose to live in my country any day, because I love, and that's so funny because people always think, this guy just loves being outside. No, I don't. To be fair, I don't like being outside. I like my country, bro. I've been a few places in my life, but I like my country.
Nothing's better than like home.
Nothing. Look, here you have safety and all that shit. Like you can work with your wife, you can work with your girlfriend at night at 2 a.m. with all your jewelry on, with all your phones on, with all your money on, with everything that you own. You can walk around. Nobody's gonna talk. Nobody's gonna touch you. Nobody's gonna come for you. That's the comfort that it gives me. I don't get that in my country, but I'll still always choose my country before any other country. Hate South Africa, hate the US, hate. I love Moscow, by the way.
Hate is a strong word, though.
On the podcast, but I have to be fair with myself. I love Moscow. Okay. That's facts.
Yeah, but hate is a strong word, though.
Hate essay. I hate it, bro, with a passion.
I don't blame you also, I don't blame you. But tell me, do you miss the Hans back home?
The Hans?
Yeah.
Come on, man. They're the best, man.
They're the best. In the world. In the world. So tell me, are you seeing someone out there? Are you single?
No.
What is no is what now?
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing people.
So you're single, brother?
No, I'm not single.
But you're not seeing anyone also?
I'm not seeing anyone.
What the fuck does that mean, Jino?
Bro, it's quite obvious. I'm not single, but I'm single.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not single, but I'm not looking for people as I'm not single at all. I have a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend, but you and I have a girlfriend in Namibia, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And we can that a bit. People always ask me like, "Yo, you're always around nice hands and what?" Bro, I'm tired. I believe I'm tired. I think I'm tired, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I see it with I mean, also like being in Europe now, and there's like the diversity is there. I mean, you have Hans from all over the place. Because like today I'll see you chilling with a Han with curly hair. Tomorrow is some white girl. And I'm like, man is living his best life, man. So no, you're not seeing anyone. It's just the man grinding.
Wild when I got here, it was wild. It was wild, to be fair. It has always been wild. Moscow was wild. Here it's wild. Namibia, obviously. But there has to be a time where you're just like, nah, I need comfort. And people will always ask me, but if you need comfort, if you need a wife, if you need a girl to cook for you, if you need somebody that's with you. Even my guys at my job.
Yep.
Even my guys at my job are like, no, bro, you need if you have a girlfriend, she needs to live with you. That's it, 100%. You cannot live without your girlfriend, because if you are planning to make her your wife, how is it possible that she's living in another country? I'm like, bro, that's fine. It's my story. Right? You have your way of thinking. I have my way of thinking, and I will never. You know me. I will never let somebody else dictate how I feel. Yeah. So yeah, and it's hard, bro. In my house, right now I'm at my bro's place, but in my house, I've not bought food in my house for 1 year solid.
Legit. So just eat takeout
every single day, bro. Every single day, and people always telling me, "Oh, it's unhealthy. It's what." It's just the life that I'm living. I don't have time to cook.
Yeah.
If I cook, it has to be some special thing, whatever that's happening that I have to cook, because I can cook. I believe I'm a great cook, by the way. So about comfort. To be fair, a long distance relationship, the biggest bullshit ever. But I like my girlfriend. That's it. I like.
Yeah, no. Wait, shout out. I don't know if she's here. I see. Hey, the other man, the whole squad is here now, man.
That's my squad. My squad. And one thing that I wanted to tell you, Anani, that I wanted to tell you, about being abroad. Like, maybe like if in a country like this where you don't even have one other Namibian, I swear I don't think there's a Namibian in here apart from me. It gets lonely. You can be surrounded by so many people, bro, but it gets lonely because you know how we are, how we Namibians are, how we Africans are, right?
Yeah, we love our own also.
Yeah, we're always around our peoples and stuff. And guys like this two, that's my brother H, and that's D.
Yeah,
that basically keep me still level-headed and keep me like always checking up, Yeah, that's type of people that are in my life, 100%. So even you checking in and
I hit you up every now and then, man, all the time.
100%.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, 100%.
Yeah. Sorry. To everyone that just joined the chat, you can drop questions there for the brother. I don't know. DS is mic on, maybe he has something to say. It's open platform. Let's engage. Let's have a conversation. That's why we're doing this online, because then all of us can't be in the same place. But thank God there's the internet.
Yes, sir.
So you said when are you planning on coming back home?
I'm coming in October, man. My father's birthday and my friend's wedding. Yeah, so I'm in October. I'm gonna be in Namibia, and then that's what I'm actually planning. I want to come around.
You must come fuck shit up.
Yeah. Just living our life, man. Just living our life.
But tell me though, for anyone, like the rest of us who are back home, and when I asked you if you were to choose either being home or where you are, to say if you had a job that paid you the exact same money you are earning now, you would come home. Do you think like would you advise though, like seeing also that you've traveled so much and you've experienced being in different countries and whatnot, would you advise fellow Namibians to start looking at finding themselves like jobs in places like Europe, be it Moscow or be it Moldova?
Yeah. I would, right? I would, but you should understand from the day that you decide to work in another, bro. I'm not talking about England. I'm not talking about US, where people are reluctant and so lenient and so, so compassionate and all that liberal shit. When you want to work, right, in different countries or in Europe or whatever, you need to understand the culture of grinding. The culture of grinding, bro. And I think people in Namibia have lost it a little bit. Because like you're working 9 hours and you're complaining that you are tired.
Yeah, I can't wait for Friday.
It doesn't work like that. You have to grind every single day of muches, of nimuchesi. If you're tired, whether you're not tired, whatever, you just have to get grinding. You can complain. I can complain to you as my friend. I can complain, man, I'm working so much.
Yeah.
But I can't complain at work. And that's the thing. If you are serious about making money and serious about establishing yourself maybe in another country, you have to be ready to give up whatever you were thinking that it will be. It's not just roses and whatever, milk and honey or whatever. No, it's because you are not even white. Most of the time you are not even white.
Yep.
So you are in a demographic that's 90% white. And in a country like Moldova, I can say 99% white. Right? You could be working in town, you'd be the only white guy, the black guy in the whole city. Literally, I can go into a mall right now and I'll be the only black guy there.
Yeah.
And you should also see how people are interacting with you, how people are staring. And I'm not even the darkest person I've ever met in my life, but
yeah.
And
they call you a light-skinned nigga out here, man.
I'm a light-skinned nigga out there, but here I'm just a black guy. That's it.
Just a black guy.
Yeah, that's it. So you need to understand how they think, how they operate, how they work, and you shouldn't take things too seriously because they don't understand your struggles. They will never understand your struggles.
Yeah,
they will never, when you are working maybe 12 hours, just trying to grind, just trying to be above water. Yeah. If you are able to do that, then I would suggest you always to work in another country, because our country is becoming a weird place, I would say. when it comes to safety. And that's why my girl was asking me the other day, oh, if we get married, would you want to stay here in Namibia, or would you like to stay in another country?
Yeah.
And I told her, to be fair, I would want to stay in Namibia. But if I'm talking about having kids and whatever, then I would always choose another country. 100%. And
yeah, no, fair enough, bro. Like shit is getting mad crazy out here, man. Like, you know, the break-ins and shit is cuck. I mean, these a few weeks ago, if I remember correctly, someone stole his mirrors and shit like that. I mean, shit like that happens all the time. You can't. It's like, and it's getting worse by the day. Like, I'm seeing so much of SA back home, you know, where people get robbed at daylight. They're breaking into stores and stuff. There was one time a video where some guys broke into a store and stole wigs and shit like that. So it's getting mad crazy. So like,
in Namibia.
Yeah, bro, I won't lie. They stole wigs, man. They went to in a shop and they took all the wigs off the mannequins and packed, and they pointed some guys with a gun, and it's some crazy shit, man. You know. So it's by the day we are becoming more like South Africa. But also, I'm not trying to justify it, but it's again how the economic situation is, and life is hard out here. I mean, when was it? Just this week they put out something in the newspaper because they want to do the census, and there were 13,000 jobs the people were applying for, and out of those 13,000 jobs, over 101,000 people applied. So it's just bad, and those are like temporary jobs. So now you see why people are, you know, resulting to crime and whatnot, because I'm not trying to justify crime and whatnot, because I always feel like I would, if in my case, let's say if I wasn't in the position where I was and I wasn't educated or whatever, or life didn't grant me the chances I had, I would rather be a security guard at some gate than opt to go rob or steal someone else's shit when that they've worked hard for. So that's the thing,
But I can tell you one thing right now, and I'm looking at maybe like 25 and no, not 25. I would even push it until 28 and under. You would see that grind ethic is not there anymore, bro. People don't want to grind. People just want to like shine.
Yeah.
People don't want to put in the work, bro. And I see even young people here, even where I'm at, they don't want to put in the work, bro. They don't think like, okay, can I grind for 5 years? No, they want to grind for 1 year.
Yeah.
What is one? You have to grind for. Look at how our parents grinded, bro.
But 20 years. But don't you think now also don't you think that a huge contributing factor to that is how society is now, especially with this Instagram nonsense, where niggas is flashing a bag, popping bottles and shit. So everyone just aspires to live that way, and without actually. Sorry.
We are contributing a lot to that.
Yeah.
A lot to that. Yeah. I would 100% concur with you. When you were saying that the kids are just looking at like, oh, this guy is living the life, but it's not, and that's the thing. I cannot show you when I'm depressed at my house, like thinking, man, I need to go to work again, man, I need to grind again. It's another fucking week. Tomorrow I'm already thinking, yo, it's Monday, nonstop, Friday. No, you don't see that picture. You just see when I'm at some restaurant that I probably only paid like, what is it, 500 Namibian or 600 Namibian, and you are thinking, oh man, the guy's getting to the bag. And that's the thing that I want even people to know about myself, is that I don't have a bag yet. I don't have a bag yet, to be fair. I don't have a bag at all. I have friends that have bags. Like when we are talking bags.
Yeah.
I don't have a bag yet. I still have to flash my mom money every month, because you know how we are set up.
Yeah, it's how it is, man. That black tax will hit you every time. Doesn't matter where you are. It follows you.
It follows you. So you cannot, and that's the thing. You have to. It's difficult, even for them that are coming up. It's difficult to establish yourself while you still have that black tax, while you still have that responsibilities, while you still have all that shit. So for me, the biggest thing is, I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. If you are not going to grind, You can complain. You can complain. It's fine. You can complain. You can cry about it. You can, but just grind. If you grind, that's it. Doesn't matter what you do on any. I don't care. Even if you're a security guard, if you grind, and you really grind, not to your best ability, but more than your best ability, more than you overextend yourself, you will know something will come. 100%. Somebody will see you. It's a fact. That's how life works. You don't go unnoticed. If you really put everything in, you don't go unnoticed. Somebody will know.
I agree. It's something's bound to pop out there.
Yeah.
So now, while you're in Moldova, let's say on your free time during the weekends and stuff, when you're not going out, what do you do? Do you still play FIFA?
I was playing FIFA. I won $500 last night.
Yeah, no, you kick ass, man.
I won 500 US on FIFA last night. Just what is it? Last night, 11 o'clock. I won $500 on FIFA, and I was asking the guy, "You want to play 3 games or you want to play 1?" He said, "No, 1 is done."
That's one.
I hit him 7-3. That's it. That's facts. Last night,
he fucking played himself, man.
I told him, "Bro, I need the money before we get into the next game." He sent the money right. He sent the money right. Yeah. What I do on the weekends, he's right there. He's actually right there. He's standing on the balcony. What I do on the weekends, simple. If I'm not working, right, I would wake up on a Saturday probably around 2. I'll probably, if I'm not gonna be with my friends, I'll probably go get something to eat.
So like you sleep that late?
Yeah, because I work until like 2:30 at after midnight.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so I would sleep until maybe like 2, wake up, talk to my girl, maybe my mom, maybe my friends.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Once that is done, that will probably like 3, 4, and then I'll get some. Then I would go out to get something to eat, and then I'll just be chilling. And then right now, when the season is on, right now, season started, right?
Yeah.
For the English Premier League. So I'll probably be watching that. And then after, maybe a friend of mine will hit me, "Yo, you want to hit this and this spot tonight?" I'll be like, "Yeah, let's. What else can I do?" You don't have. My friends are so limited here. My real friends are only like 5 friends that I have here, like that are close to me, that I've known since Moscow, that I've known since whenever. So then I don't have a cleaning lady, and my friends were saying I'm cheap, but I was telling them, bro, I was raised different.
That's not being cheap, bro.
I don't need a cleaning lady. Okay, probably if I don't have time, then I sometimes would just say like she can come in, then I pay her for maybe cleaning up, and I do my own laundry 100% because I don't like people touching my shit. Yeah. I do my own laundry. I clean my own house at the moment. I iron myself. Yeah, I do everything myself. Only thing that I don't do is cook because I really don't have the time for that. Sorry for that, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. So on a Saturday, and then I would probably go out somewhere, lounge, eat, drink a little bit, and go home. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Sunday, I would wake up, maybe the clothes that I put on that I maybe washed the previous day on Saturday, I'd probably iron them while listening to music, and then probably go out again to eat, and then come back home, maybe take some takeaway from some restaurant, come back home, talk to my girl, talk to my family, talk to my bros, and that's about it. I have a boring life, and to be fair.
But clearly, by the sounds of it, you have a goal, which is obviously just to grind, to make your stash. And obviously, that's there's probably something bigger that's coming after that you've set up. And I don't want to ask you about that. But yeah, okay. So what's the plan though? Because obviously, I mean, 2 things here. One, like you said, if you were to be married and have kids, right? You would rather live in a stable country where it's peaceful and safe, right?
Yeah. I would.
is that like your is that your ultimate goal, to say like one day you wanna come home, come get your girl, and then you'll bounce to wherever it is you find yourself in? Is that what you're working towards, or what's the end goal here?
The issue is I want my girl actually to be here.
Yeah.
Right. But she's also a grinding lady. I will tell you offline who she is and whatever.
Yeah,
no problem.
Cool.
You're my
easy.
So the plan is for her to come here.
Okay.
Start figuring out things. But ultimately, to be honest with you, Anani, I want to be in Namibia. That's not a question.
Yeah,
I want to be in. But if I'm gonna get married and have kids, then I would rather be in another country. But that it means that I feel sometimes like now you are leaving your family behind. Now you're gonna create your own new family, and I understand that's what it takes to be a man, right? To start a family and then do what you need to do to protect your family. But what about my other family? We are so.
But then, but I guess ultimately as a man, that's what you're supposed to do, bro. Like you can't stay by your family forever. As a man, at least that's in my opinion what I think. You have to start your own family. Like look at me, for example. I mean, I lived with my Zali my whole life. And then at some point when I started working, I said I need to move out. Also, like I had a kid, so I had to get my own place and start living with my girl and my child.
Sorry to cut you off. In Namibia, I'm actually still living at my mom's house. At my mom's house, literally. I'm still living at my mom's house. Even though I'm paying whatever amount of money here to rent a place or to be rented, right? So I don't have a problem with that. But then the problem will be, I will just say this. I will live in Namibia.
Okay.
Even after I get married. But when I have kids, I would start thinking, okay, Namibia is done. Let's move somewhere, or let's work somewhere, or let's do something somewhere, because that's what her thinking is also around the same. So yeah.
But tell me also though, like, how do you navigate a long distance relationship? To be honest, because like how do you navigate a long distance relationship? You know, at some point I was in Joburg. That's right. Give me a second. At some point I lived. Well, I didn't live in Joburg, but I was in Joburg studying for about a good year. And bro, not seeing my girl for like 2 months was a pain. And every other, I think like third month or so, if not lesser than that, I would fly home to come see her, because it was hard, bro. So like how I
you know what I would tell you about that, and I know what you wanted to ask because you asked it before, or you said something about it before. Is I told my girl that that I was also in another long distance. Miavo would know, and my brother and my friends, everybody would know, obviously.
Okay.
I was in a long distance relationship because, to be fair with you, you can from in the slab, but I always love to be with people from my country. I don't know why, bro. That's just me. Yeah. People always thinking, oh, the girl that I'm with in Moscow, the girl that I'm with in Moldova, what I'll be getting married to her. No, not like that. I like my girl that I'm with, and she's Namibian, and that's it. But what I would say is that it's not. I always tell, and I even told her that it's not easy, because you should understand also one thing. We have been dating before the war. Me and my girl.
Yeah.
And then after the war and everything was messed up, man. I was messed up. I was in a messy place. It was looking happy on social media, maybe to people, but I was not. And then my closest friends, my brother and my and D knows about this, and I stepped back from that because I had told her already I've been in a long distance relationship before, and I don't do that. I'm not well with it because I go for cherries. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So, and I like my girl. I like my girl to be around me. And I told her it's not gonna be simple, and she said she understands.
And that is me as well, man.
I told her it's not gonna be simple. We had to have a sit down and we had to talk. It's not gonna be simple, right? I'm a man, and she was telling me I'm a man. I need this, and even me, I get a massage almost every week, right? And even that was like a big thing to her, as in like, yo, slow down on the massages. You're not with me, and you know, just life, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's difficult. I would never, I promise you right now, I would never want somebody ever to be in a long distance relationship. I would not. If you can be with a girl that you have, that's in your country, that's in your space, be with her. Not to say that you can probably not find connection with a person that's far away from you.
Yeah.
That's far away from you, but it may be working for some people. It may not work for you. But long distance, bro, you know, you miss your girl. You want to be with your girl. You want to do things with your girl, but you cannot. Makisak Vati, I can't take a flight for 2 hours and be at home. My what is it? The flight that I will probably take right now would be, what is it, 12 hours? Easy. 14 hours.
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah.
Now tell me, I heard apparently you used to play ball heavy, like a really good soccer player. Is it do you still?
I used to. Me and all my brothers are actually good footballers.
Yeah. It runs in the blood.
H.
Uh-huh.
He's also a good footballer. My big brother is a good footballer. My young brother is a good footballer. I'm a good footballer, but my dad never allowed us to play football because, let me be fair with you. My dad had you know, black tax, obviously. My dad was living with two of his, not just two, but a lot of people from the family, you know, that he takes in and lives with and stuff like that. And they disappointed him because they were always concentrating on football, but their schoolwork was going behind. And my dad was like, nah, my kids will not be like that. My kids would rather get an education, be something and whatever, because you know how football is in Namibia.
Yeah.
So I actually never took it further than it. That was it. Like, I couldn't even play on the football at school level. I was I only played until grade 7.
Oh.
And then obviously I was always playing football outside of school and whatever, but I was not. He didn't want that. That's it. That's the simple truth. But I believe that I was good enough. I swear.
But you would have made it to the Liverpool team.
I would have made it 100.
And actually, his dad was a huge Liverpool fan, though. You know.
My dad is the biggest Liverpool fan that you will ever meet in life.
I remember back in the days, like by there's like a window. It is huge. The Liverpool logo there. Yeah. No.
So my dad is the biggest. Anani, you shouldn't misinterpret things. Uh-huh. My dad and his dad are not the same dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. The whole time I thought it was. The whole time
No.
Oh.
H was living close to you. I never lived close to you.
Yeah. And you see, and that is why I always confused when you said you guys are brothers, and I'm like, but you never. I don't remember like during our childhood, like you coming through or whatever.
No. Sorry that I said that. I don't know. We have the same dad, but that was his stepdad.
Oh, okay. There.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the man that was married to his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the same exact. If you see H, you see my dad. That's it. They're spitting image of each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but my dad is a bigger Liverpool supporter fan that I've ever seen. Ever. He was the PRO of Black Africa in Namibia.
Mm-hmm.
With that time when a lot of them were playing Black Africa, he was the PRO. And he's a big soccer fan, man. And the best thing about that is that when I'm home, the best thing is watching football with them, right?
Yeah.
Because we're all big football fans.
Let's hope, man. Let's hope. Yeah, man. It's been a great long interview. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't know. I don't see anyone dropping any questions. As you mentioned, bank for you about.
But I meant to join it because I've not even been sharing. I shared the one, but I didn't share anything else.
No, but it's chill. Like I said, the idea was because we couldn't do this in person. It was us to have the conversation. Either way, if we did it in person, it'd probably be just the two of us. We record the session and then we put it up. So it's pretty much.
Where's your guy?
He couldn't make it. I think he's working or something like that. Yeah. But it's chill, so no worries. But yeah, I mean, maybe when you come, we can sit down and we could have one in person and whatnot.
No, I don't have a problem with that. That's totally fine. And I want Desiree actually to be on the podcast because she and I have a lot, like a lot Yes.
Yeah, but if she was here, it's going to be wild, man. Because yeah, she's gonna go. Yeah. I spoke to her though. I spoke to her. She said, yeah. Yeah, she spoke. She said she couldn't make it because she's got work and whatever. Yeah. But then also she starts saying shit like black guys are not spontaneous in the bedroom and whatnot, and there's things about the G-spot being in the ass, and I'm like, nobody's getting close to my ass, bro. It's zero.
Remember that, and
yeah.
We had that on her life actually.
Yeah, but maybe we could try and see if we could do it some other time again.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Yes,
man. I appreciate your time, man. I know your time is very, very valuable, and I appreciate it. So
thanks for having me, man.
All right,
game
cool.
Is start now, so I'm gonna pop up and watch our game, Chelsea Liverpool.
All right. Yeah, I'll go do the same also.
Yes, sir.
Sharp, my guy.
Take care, bro.
There's I think there's a hand raised there.
D, what you want, my boy?
Say something, my guy.
What? The guy is shy. The guy is shy. Bro,
he's not saying anything. Now he muted himself. I thought he wanted to say something. Okay. Now it's chill then.
Okay, bro.
All right, cool. Thanks again, my brother.
Take care, bro.
Cool.